Definitely on. Keeping that. Okay. Hi guys, you've got myself, Coach Mark and Coach Jamie today taking you through your workout. We have got 3 rounds of a 4-minute AMRAP where we are looking for 25 push-ups, 25 goblet squats, 25 mountain climbers, and then whatever time that you've got remaining in your 4-minute window, you've earned as many reverse sit-ups as you can. Okay, we'll give you a minute rest. We're going to go through this for 3 rounds. We're going to get straight into our warm-up to begin with, guys. We're going to roll through 20 seconds of movements. We're going to go through 2 rounds of that. We're just going to start off with a light jogging pace to begin with. So we're going in 3, 2, 1. So just a light jogging pace to begin with. And we can even move into some heel flicks if you want to sort of up the tempo a little bit more. We'll maybe just keep changing those up as we hit round 2. Maybe just going into some high knees for 5 seconds as well. After this, we're going to keep jogging on the spot, guys, but I want you to start doing some arm circles. And we can go into those now.
Both together?
Yeah, we'll go with both together. We can go both forwards. We can try both going backwards. Let's see if Jamie can do front and back arm circles. Yeah, you can. Okay. 5 more seconds, guys, and I want us to move into some Cossack squats. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 20 seconds of Cossack squats, if you can. So we're looking to try and lift the big toe up as you shift from your hips from one side to the other. We've got 10 more seconds. We're going to move into some scapular push-ups in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go, guys. So some scap push-ups now. Just make sure that you're keeping your arms locked out. We're really looking to allow the shoulder blades to just knit together. We've got another 10 seconds. We're going to stay in this FLR position. We'll move into squat thrusters in 5 seconds. And that's where we're going to jump our feet in. I'll jump the knees in towards the chest. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So squat thrusters now. It's a chance to start warming up those shoulders, like a modified mountain climber position this. Got 10 more seconds. We are moving into down ups after the squat thrusters. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down ups. So it's really starting to get the shoulders warmed up. Doing good, team. So we've got 10 more seconds and then we are going to roll all the way back through that. So in 5 seconds we'll be back into our light jog on the spot. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just a light jog. Like I say, if you want to add anything extra to it, we can look at putting in heel flicks, or you can look at doing some high knees if you want something to lift your heart rate up a little bit more. 10 more seconds. We're going to stay jogging on the spot and move into some arm circles in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So arm circles, so it's big circles. Make sure you're moving it with your shoulders as well. Like I say, we can go forwards, you can go back, you can do back and front if you've got the coordination for it. Okay guys, we've got 5 more seconds after this. We're moving into our Cossack squats again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So Cossack squats, if you're struggling with this one, you can use like a squat in like a sumo position almost, if you want to do like a wide squat position. 5 seconds, guys, and then we're going to move into our scap push-ups. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So scap push-ups, again, just adding a little bit of weight through into the shoulders. Definitely want those shoulders and the triceps woken up before we go into these this volume of push-ups that we're looking at. Got 10 more seconds. After this, we're moving into our squat thrusts. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So squat thrusts. That's it. So just keep bringing your knees up into your chest. Again, just waking up the abs a little bit. That's going to be important when we hit our reverse sit-ups. We're nearly there, guys. 5 more seconds. We've got 20 seconds of down ups coming up in 3, 2, 1. Off you go, guys. 20 seconds of down ups. If you're still feeling a little bit cold at this point, guys, I would look at upping the pace on your down ups. 10 seconds. See if you can squeeze in an extra 2 reps. Okay, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just relax there. Well done, guys. Just relax on that one. And like we've always said, if you're still feeling a little bit cold, just hit the pause button. Maybe just roll through another round or 2, or stretch off anything else that you feel like you need to. We're going to look at our workout that we've got coming up. So we've got our 4-minute AMRAP. Remember, you get a minute rest at the end of each one. We're going to roll through that 3 times. The first movements we're looking at are our push-ups. So we can look at both, we're scaled and we're RX ones. So we can drop down onto our knees, but we're still making sure that our chest and thighs are touching the floor here. We're not just trying to like get our forehead down to the ground. We want our full body to lie flat on the floor. If you're unsure about that, you can always do a hand release press up, okay? Our full ones that we're gonna look for here, we're gonna lift our knees off the ground. Jamie's making sure that he's squeezing his abs though, so we've got a good, strong, broad position all the way through that midline, okay? We don't want to see any sort of like sagging where like the chest is coming up before the hips. 25 push-ups. After that, we are looking at 25 goblet squats. So we're looking for the weight to sit out in front of the body on this one, okay? So normally you can maybe put it wherever you want, but we're specifically looking for it to be held across the chest. Where hips are going back and down. This is going to put a little bit extra loading on your core because that weight's going to want to try and tilt you forward, okay? So really important to keep your chest nice and high. After we've transitioned from our goblet squats, we're looking at our mountain climbers. So if you remember the FLR position we were in for our squat thrusters, we're in that same position and we're going to drive the knees into the chest, but we're going to see if we can keep our feet quite close to the ground. So okay, so you want your toes like landing on the ground. Don't just like lift your knees into the chest. Make sure you get like a nice full crunch and a full range of movement on those. So we've blasted through those reps, okay? So 75 reps, and then whatever time we've got left remaining, we are looking at our max effort reverse sit-ups. So we're lying flat on our back. We're going to use the palm of our hands to help elevate our knees into the chest. And you can see that Jamie's going for a really deep crunch at the end because you can see that his lower back and hips are just slightly pulling off the ground as he's tucking his knees into his chest as much as possible, okay? And we're going to do as many of those as we can. All right, guys? Get yourselves ready. Like I say, we've got quite a large volume of push-ups to go through. Think about how you're going to break those down. Maybe using like little sets if you need to. Look at upping your pace on the goblet squats, going and broken on those, and then really pushing the pace on the mountain climbers to get to your reverse sit-ups. So remember, 4-minute AMRAP, guys. We're going to go in 10 seconds. You ready? Yeah. Going in 10. See how many reverse sit-ups that we can get done here. I'm expecting some big numbers. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Off we go, guys. Going with 25 push-ups. Like I say, think about how you want to break those down. We're really trying to screw our hands in towards the ground, create a little bit of stability at the shoulder. Be careful that you don't go for just one big unbroken set of 25 on round 1 and then find that rounds 2 and 3 we haven't got any more push-ups left, okay? You might want to break those down into maybe 5s, nice and early. You know that you're going to be able to go unbroken on those goblet squats and the mountain climbers. So like I say, use those push-ups as a chance, just as a bit of a strength building section in this conditioning workout. Moving through here, okay, so we are straight onto goblet squats. We haven't even hit the minute yet, so we are going to be hitting some large volumes of sit-ups here. Doing good. Like I say, if your heart rate's up a little bit from those push-ups, use that goblet squat. It's a chance to maybe just calm things down a bit. But I would be expecting for a lot of people here to hang on to these goblet squats for 25 unbroken reps because you can move at your own speed here. Just that little pause at the top to breathe. Make sure that you're setting your abs. Doing good, guys. See some big volume to go through on these push-ups and goblet squats. You know the mountain climbers, you're going to end up with quite a lot of pace. Okay, we're just hitting that 90-second marker now. I'm expecting that we're going to have somewhere in the region of maybe 2 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer on these reverse sit-ups. Okay, we are 1 minute 40 in here. See, Jamie's going to be rewarded for having quite a large amount of push-ups with quite a large amount of sit-ups. I wouldn't have thought those mountain climbers are feeling too easy on the shoulders either after those push-ups, but just keep making sure that you're bringing your knees into your chest as much as you can, okay? You want to try and attack the core at this point. Okay, so wanted to add in a few 5 more reps to give himself a little bit of a breather before these sit-ups, but here we go. Okay, so we're going to see, we're looking for, like I say, max effort reverse sit-ups if you're at this point. You can see James starting off with keeping his heels off the ground. That's going to make it even more challenging. There is no rest at that point. If you do feel that your abs are starting to take a bit of a hit, then I would let your heels touch the ground a little bit in between each rep. just supporting his lower back with his hands there. If you feel like your lower back's starting to round, guys, I do want you to take a second and just set yourself again in between these sets. We are rolling towards minute number 3. You're just about to hit in the next sort of 5 seconds, okay? So like I say, some big numbers on these. We're only going to get that minute rest. I do expect the next round to not have as much time on them, guys. Keep moving through. This is an impressive effort here. We are still unbroken with 50 seconds to go. We're doing good, guys. Go on, keep challenging yourself. Can you keep your heels off the ground? If your abs are starting to get sore, maybe look at breaking them down into smaller numbers. Make sure that you are still breathing though. I know it's tempting just to hold on to your breath as you're moving through, but try and keep breathing. Make sure that lower back's not lifting up. Okay, we've got less than 30 seconds, guys. We're into 25 seconds. You've got that minute rest just around the corner. Can we keep going? Okay, 20 seconds. This is a great effort that we're seeing here. Unbroken all the way through. 15, be ashamed to stop now. Okay, 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just relax there. Well done, guys. You've got a 1 minute rest, okay? So we're going to hit it again when this clock hits minute 5. How many rounds do you think how many reps?
48, I think.
Oof, so huge numbers there, guys. 48 is going to be the number that we're going to see if we can stick to as you go through into rounds 2 and 3. You're probably going to start to see a little bit of that affect the push-ups. Okay, so if your chest, if your chest was lifting up early on round number 1, your core is going to be super hammered going into round number 2. Okay, we're going in 20 seconds. That minute, it just flies by, doesn't it? It's always a lot quicker in the rest than it is during the workout. Going in 15 seconds, going into your push-ups. Think about trying to screw your hands into the ground, guys. Spread your fingers as well for an extra bit of base. Going in 10 seconds. Seeing if we can beat 48 reverse sit-ups here. 3, 2, 1, off we go, guys. So 25 push-ups to begin with. Again, Jamie going in with a big set nice and early. It's a good strategy if you can get that big set in. And then look at start to chip away at smaller sets. If you're going to rest, guys, I would rest by putting your knees down. I wouldn't rest in your FLR position. There is no rest to be earned there. Doing good, guys. If we are down to like singles at this point and you're unable to keep your core, then I would encourage you to drop to that scaled movement and try and maintain that rep standard, okay? Make sure that we are getting the benefit that we want from these push-ups. Okay, so you can see already that we're just a little off the pace of what we were on round 1. We were expecting that. Still only 8 seconds to be fair over here, so we're moving on to goblet squats. Now to see, with having that weight out in front, you do need to make sure you're keeping your chest high. The goblet squat will be challenging your core as well. Doing good, guys. Make sure that we are pushing those knees out when it comes to doing those goblet squats. You want to make room for your hips to drop in between your knees. Think about gripping the floor with your toes as well. Helps keep that balance. Good work, guys. So we're 90 seconds deep into this one. We're approaching the halfway point on round number 2. Like I say, we had 48 reverse sit-ups that we're going to try and catch here. The game is to try and avoid having too much of a drop off from round number 1. That's what we're going to look at. Okay, straight into those mountain climbers. We're coming up into them. Yeah. I say the goblet squat's probably quite a sneaky one, that it does really burn the shoulders a lot more than people think. Mountain climbers, making sure that the hips aren't getting too high. We're really trying to get the toes in towards the chest as much as we can. Okay, here we go. So probably about 20 seconds or so less of those reverse sit-ups. We might even find, so we're able to hang on to that for an unbroken set on round number 1. It's going to be a tall order to hang on to that in round number 2, but we're going to give it our best. Okay guys, got 90 seconds. Doing good guys. You can see Jamie's found a nice rhythm here. He hasn't just went in and just went ballistic. He's found his rhythm where he's able to breathe. Almost breathing as his knees are coming on the way and breathing out on the way out. Okay, if that's something that helps you guys, give it a go. Okay, we've got 60 seconds to go. Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, try and break things down on your terms, guys. I don't want you to get to the point of absolute failure where we are not able to maintain or to get other reps. Make sure that lower back's pinned to the ground at all times though. Just give yourselves that check now, guys. Is your lower back in the ground? If it is, fantastic. If it's not, then just stop, reset yourself and go again. Okay, we are 30 seconds away from our minute rest, our well-earned minute rest as well. Okay, 25 seconds. You see that even though there's been little breaks in between some of these sets, there's not been anything really longer than a 3-second rest before you went again. 15 seconds away. If you're going to break, I would break it now and then see if we can get in. 10, 9, 8. See if you can hang on here, guys. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax there, guys. Well done. So that is now 2 rounds down. We're on our last round already. That's good. 46. 46, not bad at all. So even with having those little breaks, not really much, so only 2 reps away. Like I say, guys, don't worry if you found it a little bit tough. I think those push-ups are going to be a large sticking point going into round number 3, okay? So maybe just look at dropping the amount of push-ups that you did early on. We're going in 30 seconds. Same as before, make sure that core's squeezed. Take a big breath in before you go into that press up and try and keep it there until you've completed that rep. I find if you inflate your chest with loads of air, you get a nice spring from the bottom of that push up. Okay, 15 seconds, yeah. So you're going to break into the Wolf of Wall Street there. Okay, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go, guys. Okay, final round. Good luck, guys, on these push-ups. Like I say, we're probably going to need little and often sets is what I'd be thinking at this point. Okay, if we're down to 2s and 3s, even if you've got big push-ups, like I say, sets of 2s and 3s, shake your arms off and then just go straight into it. You can see Jamie just rocks back onto his knees, just takes the pressure off his shoulders, and then he's back in for another quick set. And that's how he's going to chip away at it until we can get through all these reps. 30 seconds deep, guys. Keep it moving. You see, fighting for every single rep now. It's probably feeling like each one's a 1 RM at this point. Doing good though. Big breath in at the top, and then this really strong, aggressive push away. Trying to drive the floor down. Doing good, guys. We are now 60 seconds deep into this one, okay? So 1 minute already away. We had about a minute before of reverse sit-ups. Okay, straight into those goblet squats. So it probably is starting to just really light up, maybe the front of the shoulders a little bit. Just make sure that you are keeping that weight as close to your chest as you can. The further it gets away from you, the heavier that's going to be, the more difficult it's going to be to keep your chest upright. Pick a point that's in like a focal point in front of you as well, something that you can stare at, that's going to help keep your chest up. But same standard as before, knees out, hips back and down. Don't rush them. We want to make sure that the patterns are good here. If you go too fast, you're going to be rewarded with more reverse sit-ups, okay? And you probably don't want that at this point. Just keep moving nice and steady. Okay, guys, we're now 2 minutes in, so that is that halfway point. Well done, team. Okay, so we're into mountain climbers. Good work, guys. Like I say, with those mountain climbers, don't just rush your knees into your chest. Keep hopping those feet in as close as you can. Get your knees and tuck up as much as possible to get the full benefit out of this. Yeah, I was 30 again. Okay. Go RX Plus and do the extra 5 if you want. It's fine stopping on an odd movement when you're looking for like unilateral movement with your legs. I always find I end up stopping on an even movement as well. Okay guys, you're doing good. So into those reverse sit-ups. We've got 1:15 to go. So I think we're going to get 40 reps deep again. Think about what was working well for you before, like just breaking every now and again, but only really resting for 3 seconds. Said it before, if you break on your terms, you're going to be able to start really quickly. If you wait until the point where you hit fatigue, you're probably going to have to wait a lot longer. Okay guys, we are now 50 seconds away, so we have got less than a minute to go. Good work guys, come on, keep tucking those knees up to the chest as much as you can. Don't just bring them up a little bit. I want you to get a full tuck where we start to get you start to feel that the hips are starting to lift up a little bit. We've got 30 seconds to go. Let's see if we can now we can start to push to that point of failure. Okay, 20 seconds guys, come on, let's see if we can squeeze out as many as we can here. Get as close to round one as you can. 15 seconds away, so if you're going to break, I want that to be our last one. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there guys. Well done everyone. It was really good. Well done. Give yourselves a big round of applause for that one. Well done Jamie. That was some big numbers. What did we get at the end?
44.
Oof, so only went down by 2 on each one. 48, 46, 44. Pretty solid.
Press-ups, break them down earlier, and then just try and break down the reverse sit-ups into like manageable sets, but very little rest.
Give it a go guys. Let us know in the comments how you get on as well, and see you on the next one.